Welcome to part 12 of the Sonic Unleashed Let's Play. Okay, so now that we are done with the first and many awful Werehog levels, well, at least in the later half of the game. Okay, again, I don't think the Werehog is awful per se, but some of the stages, Jesus, they could be really bad. They could get really bad in terms of design. And of course, we gotta talk to Amy because why not? It's always good to talk to some locals, and I might as well. So why not talk to the only one that actually stalks me? Yeah. That's how things will go. You know what? I actually am talking to her only because there's actually a certain line of dialogue that she says that actually doesn't get brought up. Like, there's actually continuity, so to speak. She brings up a line that doesn't get brought up again until another game, the next game after this, actually. Well, the next game in the timeline, and not so much the next game that I'm doing. Anyhow, now that we've talked to Professor Pickle once again, we now have more options to explore. We can explore Shamar Knight. We can explore Empire. We can restore the temple in Shamar, hence the area that we're in right now. We can clear out the robots in Empire City, which is what we're going to be doing now. Or we can go to Adabat. Why does my voice keep cracking? Hey, like, seriously. Or we can go to Adabat. Which, actually, we're going to be heading into that stage. Well, we're going to be heading into well, actually, we'll be heading to that after Empire City, because I'm stalling as much as because I can stall as much as I want to. So, anyway, in terms of other trivia I can think of before we actually head into the stage. Oh, actually, in the case that you have read the title of the video, well, here's some interesting trivia for you, and I don't want to come off as a Sonic fanboy or anything. Well, okay, well, technically I am a Sonic fanboy, but not so much. But I don't want to be, you know, whiny or nitpicky, but anyhow. Since the continent we are in is Empire City, and it's all based off of New York and such, there is a city in for those that are not aware of what I'm talking about, there's a game called Infamous, which was made by Sucker Punch, which I've only played recently. I didn't really play until recently. I'm actually kind of burned out, but the city in the first game is also called Empire City, and it's all based around New York City and such. Well, not to the extent into how Sonic Unleashed handled this trope or whatever. But yeah, it's actually pretty interesting to talk about. The city in this game is Empire City, and the city in Infamous is also Empire City. And I honestly think Infamous kind of ripped off Unleashed only because Sonic Unleashed came out in 2008, and Infamous didn't really come out until a year later, 2009. Again, that's just my opinion, and it doesn't really, how should I put it, add up to anything in terms of this game, but it's just interesting to talk about. So anyway, we are now in Empire City Day, and in this area, what I just did there, stop boosting, drift around the corner, because that turn right there, that turn we just passed, is a prime example of how the drifting isn't all that great in this game. It is so loose, and if you're going really fast and you attempt to drift, like if you boost and drift at the same time, you'll most likely fly off the edge. But Empire City, this is also one of those daytime stages. And yes, crawling. You can't do that in the game. In this game, anyway. But this is a daytime level where, it's one of the only few daytime levels actually, where you're encouraged to take it slow at least. Like, you shouldn't be boosting all the time, because if you do, you'll most likely fall off the edge. And you'll most likely careen off of edges and such. And may I mention, but before I go in, or may I mention the music? Empire City is pretty friggin' awesome. So much. Actually, like, Empire City is, going over my thoughts on the level itself, while you do go very while you are encouraged to go very slow, encouraged to go very slow in this stage, at least at some points in the stage, it's still a really fun stage to plow through. And yeah, that's what I think. Look at this stage. Again, it's not my favorite level. Although, again, it's not my favorite level in this game. It's pretty up there. Like, a lot of the pretty much every day stage in this game, I could put as a personal favorite. But in terms of my top pick, none of these would be my personal favorite daytime stage, except for one, which we'll be getting into in a few parts time. I think in about 2 parts. Anyway, you go down there, another pathway you can take. And I failed to hit that rail. Well, if you actually do hit that rail, it does lead to a homing attack section, where you have to homing attack, chain in a few turret enemies. Is my advice for that, I would say, and God, I thought it was far away. Well, it's far away enough. Anyway, my advice if you're homing attacking those turrets, it's maneuver away. Like, don't homing attack in front of them, because you'll most likely get cheap shotted and fall down into the well, gray fog below. Empire City Night, it had that creepy green fog that is pretty reminiscent of the Spider-Man PlayStation 1 game. But here, it's just regular, more regular fog. Although I can't really imagine how the city you would be able to drive in this, because I'm pretty sure in cities like this they would have something that's the equivalent to Times Square or Central Park. So I can imagine how hard it would be to drive in that. Ugh. Coming from someone like me that actually does live in Jersey, well, because yes, as you know, in Jersey, I'm gonna say right now, New Jersey, I like the state that I live in, I really do. But we don't have the best drivers. It can be crazy. And on top of that, because of where I do live, since I'm more of an up north kind of guy, I should say, roads are pretty tight up here. and driving can be pretty, well, nerve-wracking. Can be pretty damn nerve-wracking indeed. I miss South Jersey so much. The roads were pretty much open. I didn't have to worry too much, except for, well, idiot drivers and whatnot. I'm sorry, that's just something I had to get off my chest. So, since we are done with Empire City, yeah, we are pretty much done with Empire City. We are now heading into the last continent before the final, well, continent. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in Adabat. And now I'm not too sure where this is supposed to be. To be perfectly honest, I mean, I did do some research. I did do some research, and I think this is based around the southeastern part of Asia, or something around either southeastern or southwestern. I'm not too sure, but I think I know it's around Asia, but yeah, I'm not too sure where. But regardless of where this area is supposed to be in, whether you think it's where it's supposed to be in or not, Adabat, I gotta say, is probably one of the best looking stages in the whole game. And just the amount, I mean, while the sky does look all painted and not very pleasing to look at, the lighting looks so damn good. It does really. This is a case where it really does push the Hedgehog engine to its limits. I can't really say much for myself. Just look at this. And you wouldn't really expect this from a 5-year-old game, now would ya? Well, technically the rating for this game is E10+. Then let me rephrase that. You wouldn't really expect this from a kid's game. It's ridiculous. And people wonder why. And people still don't. And people will call this game out for being, well, for not being a rated M game or whatever. Because, you know, rated M games look oh so realistic and oh so good looking. And with its murky colors, and seriously, to anybody that thinks that games like Call of Duty, or even some games like GTA 4 where they depict realism so well, no. Because last time I checked, life itself does not look all that murky or bleak. You know, so just why? I'm gonna be honest. Games like this, I think games like this depict realism much better than most most rated M games with a realistic setting nowadays. Although to be honest though, there's also a bit of a cartoony nature to it as well. So. It's pretty, which is why it looks realistic, but it also has more of a cartoony nature, and that's why I think it looks so good. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. So anyway, Adabat Night. Now, Adabat Night, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest here, comparing this to all the other nighttime levels that we went through. Adabat Night is actually I actually feel it's one of the shorter stages in the game. One of the shorter Werehog levels in the game. Therefore, I think it's one of the more bearable. I do die quite a bit here in terms of the platforming, but that's just me being impatient. Which is why there's not going to be any death count. Trying to find. Now here I am trying to find the Sun and Moon medal, because again, necessary. And this is actually the stage where I was talking about in terms of the Sun and Moon medal count, because I was able to enter this stage no problem. I don't know the Moon medal count, but I do know. But for Adabat Day, where it's required to have, you need to have 120 sun medals just to enter the damn stage, which is about as much as the Power Stars and Shine Sprites, or Power Stars in any particular Mario game that has the Mario 64 formula. Which is why I am saying, pick those off. You'd be doing yourself a favor. You'd be doing yourself a huge favor. But even then, and you might have some trouble because a lot of these Sun and Moon medals are hidden away in areas that you wouldn't expect them to be in. And I know I touched upon this earlier, and I know I may have touched upon this earlier, and it may not be so much of an issue in the nighttime levels, but in the daytime stages, it makes me wonder, what were they thinking? Like, I don't get it. Ah, man. You know, I really hate how every time when you do get blocked off in this game. I really do hate how when you do get blocked off in this game, they constantly spawn more waves of enemies. It's not right. It breaks the pace. And the gate is now lowered. Thank God. Again, Adabat in terms of length isn't a very long stage to begin with, but it is hampered down by all these platforming and, well, fighting segments. Oh. So here I am on these islands and searching for their Sun and Moon medals, and oh man, that piano. Oh, the nighttime music is so... I'm sorry if I'm jumping around like this, but the nighttime stage music is fantastic. I don't think there is anything here. Okay. I thought I may have missed something. Anyhow, we have to beat up this guy. I'm not sure if I died to this guy. I am using the shield. I am using the damn shield. I don't know if it has to be upgraded or not, but I am using the damn shield and I still get my ass knocked down. Makes me wonder, what's the point? And of course the door is locked, but thankfully I don't have to go back. Thankfully there are no medals as far as I'm concerned. Beat this guy up, and I still get hit. Quick time event, X, triangle, X. Booyah! If that was on Xbox 360, if I was playing this on the Xbox 360, it would actually spell yay. Hey, look, a moon medal. I can't seem to get it though. Aww. Why? Why would you do this to me? Aww. I hate it when they do that. Get it? Nope. I hate it when they do that to me. Actually, there's one more nighttime level after this. So technically, I have to do whatever I can to collect as many medals as I can. Now in this part, actually, I am not really all that patient. But what you want to do is wait for when the waterfalls go down. That can happen. Yeah. When the waterfalls come down, they're pretty much solid walls. So again, be patient. I'm not sure if I cut out the deaths here. It's been a while since I edited and I missed the damn sun medal. Wonderful. Anyhow, press this button, and you activate the poles for Sonic to swing on. Like that. Like that. There we go. Anyhow, more enemies to beat up. Like we're literally almost at the end of the stage here. If it didn't have much of these fight segments and such, and I just cheated death there. I don't know how I did it. God damn it! I couldn't see where I was going. That was a cheap shot. Why you do that to me, game? Not fair. And I missed the sun medal again. Wonderful. Actually, I'm not sure if I actually collected it, but I don't think I did. Anyway, we gotta redo this part. Thankfully, this kind of part isn't really too long. So yeah, I'm pretty much back here. Everything's all right in the world. Nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. I apologize for my commentary again. I guess it's been a while, or yeah, maybe it's been a while since I've commentated. I got, another thing about it, I have One Night at Freddy's 3 to work on, and I've been pretty slacking on that. Climb here, moon medal. The reason why I collected that moon medal now is because when you activate the door, when you get the doors to open, and the door is gonna be blocking the medal. And you would screw yourself out of a moon medal. So my advice: get that medal first, and then you'll be fine. Once you collect the medal, though, it's permanently you don't have to collect it again. Like if you die and collect the medal, if you collect the medal and you die, you don't have to worry about collecting it. So I guess that's a saving grace. More Dark Gaia Titans. Thankfully, at least the arena isn't too small this time. Although, granted, if there isn't much health nor much help into beating this guy. I just gotta punch the crap out of him and you want to collect as many rings as you want to get as many rings as you need, since those replenish your health. But in terms of this area, there's nothing to fill your unleash bar. There's nothing that'll increase your there's nothing that'll increase your defenses. There's nothing that'll increase your power or your attack. No, there's not even like shield. There's not even shield power-ups you can use. Like I think actually, I mean, I could be wrong. I could just go up there and collect the power myself and break some more. Well, break the jars. And maybe there's a power hidden away. But I managed to beat that guy no problem. And it isn't until now where my unleash meter gets full. Wonderful. Now after you beat that guy, the waterfall doesn't go down. No, instead we have to press 4 switches in order. So here we are at the first switch. Then what we have to do is swing ourselves across, and I can just hear the waterfall coming through the other headphone. I love that attention to detail in terms of the audio. Now Then we climb up here. Climb up here. No, no. Ah. I pressed the circle button, I swear. And because of that fuck up, I just screwed myself out of a sun medal. Oh, and what sucks is that since we're at the very end of the stage, I would have to since I would have to reset, and I'm at the end of the stage, I would have to redo this all over again. So it's like, So I'm just like, I might as well just live with it and go on. There's plenty of other sun medals I can collect, but I am not a fan. I do not like that design because of the fact that those poles that you swing off of crumble. Well, you can't climb back up. So, yeah, I can't. I pretty much can't. So again, that is it for... Alright, I apologize for my commentary here. But since we're at the end of the part... Anyway guys, that is it for part 12 of this Let's Play. And as far as these stages go, these aren't my best runs. But what are you gonna do? Might as well live with it. Anyway, that is it for part 12, and in part 13, we are heading into my least favorite werehog stage in the game. I'm GameMan5804, and see you all next time.